Hello, it's Shani. Welcome back and happy holidays. It is time to do our weekly roundup. That is where I rank the palettes that I used over the past week. Typically, they are already palettes that I like and that I enjoy using. So I'm just kind of rating them, comparing them to each other. And I think if we're being honest, I'm actually just really basing it on what look I created and if I liked it or not. So essentially, I'm just judging myself. So this week we have 4 slots, but 5 palettes. If you've been here before, you know that at some point during the week, I will often grab 2 palettes to create one look. So I essentially put those 2 together and put them in one slot. You follow? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with number 4, and that is actually where I have the 2 palettes, and those are my Mini Gold and Mini Star from Natasha Denona. Now, I used these together because I saw someone on Instagram swatch them together, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know that I would have thought to put those 2 little minis together, but they looked so great next to each other. I really enjoyed the look I did with this. It was mainly green, and I forgot how great these little minis from Natasha Denona are. And I really liked the shimmers that I picked out. They were just really nice, really pretty, very gold and green all together. I really did enjoy the look. Green isn't my top fave in terms of colors. I'm definitely starting to wear more greens and more blues, but that's pretty much why it is in the number 4 slot, which is not bad because there's only 4 slots, right? Right. Okay, so number 3 is my Hindash Beautopsy and Monochromance palettes. These have actually been depotted by me and put into this magnetic palette, and I noticed that I actually use these shades a lot more now that they're in one together. So this is all 12 of the shades between the Monochromance and Beautopsy in one. Now, I really liked this look. It was just very simple and very pretty. What I do like about this is that I feel like I can create simple, pretty looks with this palette or these palettes. And I do like that I can just sort of mix and match things, and I also enjoy the gradient of color. So I don't know if people are still even using their Beautopsy and Monochromance palettes. I never hear anyone talk about them anymore, but I have them together in this little magnetic palette, and this week it came in at number 3. Number 2. And I have something extra to say about this brand. Number 2 is Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana. And this is her most recent Mothership Mega palette. I like this palette. I liked the look that I created with it. Like, it was so pretty. Like, I have a photo of me with my eyes closed, and it's just gorgeous, okay? Now, there's no real rhyme or reason as to why this is in number 2 versus number 1, except that the number 1 is number 1. But let me tell you something. I cannot believe that your friend, Pat McGrath, repackaged the Midnight Sun Mothership palette for like a Star Wars collab. I am aghast. I am like, she did what? That feels very icky to me. Like, she was all like doing a sneak peek of like the cover and everything, and then you open it up and it's Midnight Sun. I am just what? I'm mad. Maybe that's why she got bumped down to number 2. But I cannot believe that. And my friend Tracy said that she did it with another palette too. What is the point? What is the... You know what I feel like they did? I feel like they took the Midnight Sun palette and they slapped like a different Star Wars sticker on it, and now they're like, hey, Star Wars Midnight Sun. Patricia. Girl, listen, that's like plagiarism, isn't it? Like, because you can plagiarize yourself also. Like, I feel like that would not happen. That would not work in like a college course. Like, you would be called in front of like the student honor board. Anyway, at number 1, we have the Cosmic Brushes Royal Rose palette and the look I created with this. This is just so pretty. I actually really wanted the Serenity palette, which I did purchase and I will be using, but I love pinks and I saw Royal Rose, and Rose is like close to Rosé, my cat, and so that's why I bought it, okay? Again, that's my story. Sticking to it. I really liked this palette. I was surprised at how vibrant the shades are, how easy they were to use. I think I used like 2 or 3 shades and came up with a really pretty look. I used the pinks, and I know I definitely used this shimmer and this shimmer here, and it was just really easy to use, and I liked what I came up with. I felt very bright and festive and pink. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to, how many more times can I say really? I'm looking forward to using the Serenity palette and seeing what I can create with that one. I'm really, if I say really one more time, I'm expecting that I will like that palette as much as I like Royal Rose. I'm excited about that color story also, and of course, I will let you know what I think. So, those are the palettes that we used this week, and those are the rankings. Let me know what you used this week. I know sometimes I use one that someone else has used this week as well, but also when I hear or read what you've used, it helps me to decide if I want to pick that palette for the following week. So you often remind me of things that I'm like, oh, I want to use that one. And yeah, I hope that some of this was helpful. I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I am feeling so much better. I would say I'm at like 93%. I don't know how I came up with that, but it feels appropriate. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.